morning. I am so excited to come live for our Emotional Intelligence Masterclass. So excited for this powerful conversation. This is going to be huge. So I am so excited for this. So as you're jumping on, be sure to say hello in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. How are you doing today? Today is Wednesday. We are in the middle of October. And I am so excited to hear from you. So let me know how you're feeling. So excited for this powerful conversation about emotional intelligence. This is really what it takes to be massively successful and massively profitable in your coaching business. So you can literally have all the strategy in the world, but if you're not working on your mindset and your emotional intelligence, you will not get to $100,000 cash months. So really excited for this conversation today. If you don't know me, I'm Heather, and I have been in online business now for 7.5 years. I love what I do. I have helped hundreds of women start and grow their online coaching businesses for more freedom. I specialize in high ticket sales and organic social media growth. So I don't do any paid ads, and I am able to do almost everything on my own. I have 3 team members who are amazing. I have 2 assistant coaches and 1 graphic designer. Otherwise, it's me, like running most of the show. So I love what I do. I love being able to teach other entrepreneurs how to be frugal in their business, how to build without having to pay thousands of dollars for ads. I love teaching them how to get paid high ticket offers and be able to maintain their consistency and sustainability over time. So really excited to bring emotional intelligence to you today. This is what has allowed me to scale to $60,000 and $100,000 cash months in my business consistently. If I had not done this work, I would not be at $60,000 to $100,000 cash months. I will tell you that. So I'm really excited to teach you how you can do the same as well. I'm going to go into detail about specifically how to regulate your nervous system in order for you to be able to reach higher cash months, hold space for more clients, have more joy in the journey, keep the fun alive, avoid burning out, because I have seen too many entrepreneurs start their coaching businesses and then get burnt out and quit. So this is the missing piece that they need and you need in order to keep going strong and to keep moving forward in your coaching business. So whether you are a beginning coach, whether you have not started a business yet, or whether you are an established coach, earning anywhere clear up to $100,000 cash months and more, this is going to be very beneficial for you. This is going to help you tremendously to know how to neutralize your nervous system, to be able to hold more clients, hold more money, hold more success, hold more everything. Because as you start to grow to this level where I'm at, $60,000, $100,000 K months, there is a lot that comes along with it, right? A lot of responsibility, a lot of clients, a lot of everything. So this is where it's so important to make sure that we've done the inner work that allows us to get to this point and not collapse. So I'm going to teach you how to do that today. Honestly, most coaches will not get to $100,000 months because they lack this mindset. They lack the emotional intelligence. And it's not that they don't have strategy. It's not that there's not a demand for their coaching. It's not that they're not capable. It's because they're not doing the inner work, the mindset work. That is like 80 to 90% of what we do as entrepreneurs is our mindset. So if we are telling ourselves stories that are not serving us, if we are holding ourselves back in fear, that is a mindset problem. That is an emotional intelligence problem. Like if you find that you're not doing business activities because you're scared of what other people think, that is an emotional intelligence problem. So the stronger that you can become with your mindset, with your emotions, the more successful you will be in your business. So I'm going to teach you 6 things you can do today to neutralize your nervous system, to allow for more success, more profits, more money, more clients, more everything. So learning how to really regulate your nervous system will allow you to have more joy in the journey, more fun in your business, really allow you to grow in your tenacity and grit. You'll be able to handle things better. You'll be able to grow in holding space for more clients and being able to grow to higher cash months. So the first thing that I want to say is there are 6 steps to this. So 6 parts of really being able to regulate your nervous system for higher emotional intelligence. And I'd love for you to comment with any thoughts or questions as I'm going through these. I'd love to hear how you're feeling and whether they're resonating for you. So the very first most important thing that we can do to regulate our nervous system and grow in our emotional intelligence is to take care of you. Take care of you. You are your number one priority in your business. It is not your clients. It is not what technology you're using. It is not social media. It is not what strategy you're using. It is you. So this means you need to be protecting your energy and protecting your health at all costs. So you are eating healthy. You are getting enough sleep. You are taking time off. You are exercising on a regular basis. You are reading personal development or listening to it on a daily basis. And you are just really careful with what you're consuming. So whether it's TV, movies, books, food, caffeine, like everything needs to be in moderation. And the healthier you become, the better your business becomes. When we can really embody what we preach in our coaching, that is when we become more successful than we could have ever imagined. So this work that you put into yourself, making yourself a better person, a better version of you, directly impacts your business, directly impacts how profitable you are, how successful you are, and how much you can hold. So if you want to be able to hold all of the ups and downs of the entrepreneur roller coaster, that means you need to be getting adequate sleep. You need to be eating healthy. You need to be exercising. You need to be listening or reading to personal and professional development on a regular basis. And I would also add in mentorship. You will not get to 100K cash months without mentorship, period. You likely will not get to 10K months without mentorship. You won't get to 5K months without mentorship. So get a mentor and take care of yourself. Protect your energy. So the better version of you that you are, the better your business will be. Like everything impacts your business, whether you believe it or not, it does. Your relationships, your eating habits, your sleeping habits, your Netflix habits, your caffeine habits. Everything affects your business, everything. The way that you think, your money mindset, the things that you're telling yourself, the stories you're telling yourself, all of these things directly impact how successful your business is. So if you want to be massively successful, be able to replace your income, coach full time, that means you've got to take care of yourself. You are your number one priority. The best way to, I will also say this, the best way to overcome imposter syndrome is by improving yourself and working on your confidence. So if you're someone who struggles with imposter syndrome or fear of what other people think, then this inner work must be done, or you're never going to get to higher levels. If you're always stuck in telling yourself stories that you're not good enough, that this is too scary, oh, what are my employers and my coworkers going to think if I'm doing this on social media, you will never have the success that you desire. So the more confident you can be and the more you believe in yourself, the more successful you will be. And that's easy to say, a lot easier said than done, right? My most successful clients who have built to 6 figures in a year or less in their first year of coaching, they were my most confident clients. They were the most confident clients that I worked with. They were incredibly confident. They moved even though they felt fear, and they were excited about where they were going. They were so excited for the future, and they love what they're doing. They love it, and they're so confident, lit up by what they're doing, and excited for the future. That is what's going to bring you success. Not only that, but they are taking care of themselves. So really work on your confidence if you feel like you're dealing with some imposter syndrome, because that will help you tremendously. And remember that we must embody what we preach as coaches. So especially if you are a health coach, you need to be practicing what you preach. So an example of this, when I very first started out with coaching, I started with a health and wellness company. So I was helping people get healthy. And so I would regularly post workout videos. And so people knew that I was exercising. They knew that I ate healthy. And I was still working as a nurse in the ICU night shift. And I had a little boy and a baby. And I was still working my business. So it can be done. And it doesn't mean that we have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be 100% with your eating or your sleeping or anything. But as long as we're working to actively improve ourselves, that's what's going to actively improve our businesses at the same time. So just really trying to always be a better version of ourselves with what we're consuming in our minds, in our bodies, how we take care of ourselves with our sleeping and our exercise. So that is number one. Number two is honor the struggle. Honor the struggle. So entrepreneurship is hard, right? It is the hardest thing that I have ever done. Hardest thing. I do uncomfortable things every single day. I do things that make me nervous every single day. And yet, here I am. And I've built this business of my dreams. I've created this. I've created our dream life. And it blows my mind that this has even happened. Because I lived with my husband for 15 years, living paycheck to paycheck. And now we can buy whatever we want. Now we can do whatever we want. Now I finally have freedom of schedule, of time. I get to have more time and quality time with my family than I've ever had in my life. Because I made these sacrifices and because I honored the struggle. So when it got really hard, I didn't give up. I kept going. I used the struggle to learn how to get better. So when my clients start with me in the academy or even with private coaching, a lot of clients tell me on their very initial intake form that they're scared of failure. Their biggest fear is that they're going to fail. But I will tell you, the best way to learn is to fail. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn and the better you get. So this is where it's so important to honor the struggle. Honor the challenges, honor the trials, honor all of the hard things that you're going through. They're going to make you better. So don't give up when it gets hard. Do the work. Keep going no matter what. The more you put in, the more you get out. This also comes along with patience. So I work with a lot of nurses who are starting their businesses, and they're going from employee to entrepreneur, and they want results now. They want results yesterday. They want clients yesterday. It is so important to be patient. It is so important to grow in our patience. I honestly believe that this business has given me more patience than my children have. 100%. I have learned so much more patience from this business than from my children. And those of you who are moms, you're going to be like, whoa, how is that even possible? Because my kids test my patience every single day. And my kids test my patience every single day, but not in the way that this business has. So this is where it's so important to be patient and understand that seeds are being planted and, the results will come as long as we stay consistent and we keep showing up. There are a lot of people out there, very successful coaches, 7-figure, 8-figure coaches who could not sign a client for like a year, like 1 to 2 years when they first started their coaching businesses. And so I have a lot of clients who get upset if they don't sign a client within their first week of launching. And it's like, hello, look at all of these other coaches who didn't get clients for a year or 2 years. Like, let's learn how to be patient. Let's learn how to consistently show up even when people aren't signing up. And I'm going to talk about that more in a minute. But I will say my clients typically do sign clients within their first week of launching. That's pretty typical. And that's also why some of them are like, well, hey, these people are signing clients. What about me? So everyone is on a different journey, and we're going to talk about that too. We have to understand that everyone is at such a different level and such a different place in their journey. So some people may have faster results than others, and that's just the way it goes. So really important to understand the entrepreneurship. There are going to be ebbs and flows, right? So the momentum, the clients coming in and out, it's going to go up and down all the time. This is something that we have to understand that is normal. This is normal in entrepreneurship. So you are signing up to do something out of the ordinary. So expect out of the ordinary things to happen, right? We signed up for this. We signed up for this thing that is way more challenging than just going to a job and clocking in. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life clocking in and out at a job. I want to be my own boss. I want to create my own schedule. I want to make all the rules. And so that's why I started. And that's what I get to do. And it's unreal. It's insane. I love it. So this is going to be the hardest thing that you've ever done, and also the best thing you've ever done, growing a coaching business. And it will change your life in way more ways than you can even realize. But it will change your life for the better in so many ways. You will seriously blow your mind at all the things that you're able to accomplish and the things that you learn along the way. So honor the challenge. They are here to help us. They are here to make us get better. There have been so many times in my business over the years where hard things would happen, and I would have to take a step back and look at what's the lesson here? What can I learn from this? How can I make improvements so this doesn't happen again, or so that I know how to handle it better the next time? That is the way that we need to look at challenges and struggles, rather than looking at them as, oh, this bad thing happens. Maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't be coaching anymore. Maybe that's a sign that this is too hard for me. Maybe this is a sign that I should just stay at my job where it's comfortable and I get a paycheck every 2 weeks. So we have to be willing to do uncomfortable things, and we have to be very patient. We have to honor the challenges and understand that there are lessons for us to learn how to improve. Number 3 is neutralizing the ups and downs. Right? So learning how to neutralize the ups and downs. I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So your income is going to rise and fall from month to month. Big surprise. There's literally maybe 1% of coaches out there where their income steadily rises month to month. So just understand and expect that your income is going to be different from month to month. So one month you might have an amazing month, super high cash month. Next month is really low. Next month is really high. Next month is really low. This is normal. This is ebb and flow. This all just depends on number of clients coming in, number of discovery calls you're doing. So understand that it doesn't mean anything bad. It just is. This is just part of online coaching. When we're able to neutralize it, we're able to regulate our nervous system a lot better. So rather than allowing ourselves to get overly excited or overly depressed when good or bad things happen, that's going to take a toll on our nervous system, right? Always going up and down and up and down. So being able to neutralize it, seeing payment notifications coming in and being like, oh, that's cool. Awesome. I'm so excited to work with them. And then also seeing an email come in saying somebody wants to cancel. Being okay with that and understanding how to take care of that. Now, everyone's going to take care of that type of situation in a different way. But when we can neutralize it and not allow it to completely ruin our entire day when something bad happens, that's when we're able to step in our power. That's when we're able to grow in our power, when we don't allow things out of our control to overtake our lives. Right? So when something out of our control happens, we can either decide to be super upset about it and have it ruin our whole week and have it make us want to quit our business, or we can look at it, learn from the lesson, and figure out how to make it so this doesn't happen again, or what to do in the future if this happens again, and actually learn from it and take the emotion out of it. So that's the difficult thing with coaching, is we have created this. This is our own. And it's us that's giving the coaching, right? So it's very personal. It feels like this is hurting my feelings if people don't like what I have. We have to take the emotions out of it. We have to learn how to master our emotions and learn that, like, this is a transaction. People either want it or they don't. It's not a big deal. We can't take things so personally, right? And we can't allow bad things to crush us to the point of giving up. We have to learn from them and honor the struggle, right? So this is normal when momentum is also fluctuating up and down. So like if you go on a vacation and you come home and you feel like you've lost momentum in your business, this is normal. This has happened to me so many times over the years. It just happens. When you take time off and you're not actively building your business and then you come back and it's like, whoa, I can feel the momentum has dropped. That is normal. And you're able to pick it back up, right? So it's like pumping at a water well. If you stop pumping the water well, the water's going to stop, but you can come back and start doing it again and it will come back eventually. So just keep that in mind, that you can always bring the momentum back. Also, really realizing that what we're doing is so much bigger than the number of clients we're signing, the amount of money we're making per month. Like, we have a mission. Remember why you started in the first place. You started for a reason. You didn't start so that your income is consistent every single month. At least I hope not. I hope that you started coaching because you wanted to make a huge impact in this world. I hope that you start coaching because you want to make a difference in people's lives. And that to you is more important than the number of money and the amount of money that's coming in from month to month. So getting really clear on remembering why you started in the first place. Also, the faster that you can recover from these hard things and the bad things, the more successful you will be. The faster you recover from the bad things, the more successful you will be. So if you get a nasty message from somebody who's really rude to you, you have a choice. You have a choice of allowing that to ruin your whole day or your whole week, or thinking that you need to quit your business. Or you can look at that and you can like block them and go on to your next task. Like, let it go. Not a big deal. It's a stranger on the internet. Not a big deal. So this is how we stay in our power. The sooner and faster you can overcome bad things that happen, the more successful you will be. This will allow you to grow in your tenacity and grit as well, as we honor the struggle, as we learn from failures. This is going to allow you to grow. Number 4 is keep your blinders on. So I talk about this all the time and how important it is to not compare yourself with other people. Everyone is on such a different journey. Even if they're in the same program as you, guess what? Their background, their experience, their knowledge of social media, their level of fear is completely different from yours. So you are going to get completely different results from the next person, even if you're in the same program as them. It all comes down to mindset. Like I said, 80 to 90%. It comes from what's in here and how bad you want it. Truly. Because the people who want it bad enough are going to keep going no matter what. So keep your blinders on, stay focused. If you find that there are certain people you're following that just make you feel triggered every time you see their posts, like, do something about it. Don't just keep watching them and having it create these terrible stories in your head, thinking that you're not good enough. Oh, she's having all this success and I'm not. Like, why am I even posting? Like, unfollow them. It's not serving you to watch them. Or the other thing you can do about it is you can get into mentorship and you can actively work on that. Meaning you do the inner work to overcome that comparison or jealousy or imposter syndrome with a mentor. So look for a mentor who's done what you want to do, because they can help you overcome anything that's coming up for you, because they've gone through it too. So mentors like me at this point in my business, there have been times in my business where I was exactly where you are today. So remember that these coaches who look all successful in their businesses, they were at one time in the exact same place in their business as you are right now. So you need to understand that hiring a mentor is going to allow you to do the inner work around how you're feeling, to be able to talk it out, to be able to bounce it off of somebody, to be able to learn how to overcome that. So an example of this is I'm in a high level mastermind with 6, 7, 8-figure coaches, female coaches. And I noticed that I was being triggered at the beginning of September, anytime they would post their numbers, how much they were earning, how many people were joining their programs, and I was comparing myself to them. I'm like, well, I don't have 20 people joining this program, and I don't have this or that. And like, there are even some who are making less money than me, and it was still triggering me. So I realized then that this is a problem. This is a problem that I need to clean up. I can't continue having this trigger me and making me feel small. Like, that is not okay. I need to grow in my power so that I can handle this, so that I can see the numbers and be okay with that, so that I can see the numbers and genuinely congratulate and celebrate them, because I want the best for them. They are my colleagues, and they are doing the same thing as me, and I want them to have the most success ever, because they're incredible women. They're like brilliant. So I knew that I had to do some inner work around this. I knew it was my responsibility. I had to take radical responsibility for the way that I thought, my mindset around it, any comparison that I was having, the results I was having, 100% radical responsibility. When you take radical responsibility in your business and your life, that's when everything gets better. That's when the magic happens. So take radical responsibility for your life. And like I mentioned before, nobody's on the exact same journey, so don't compare yourselves to them. Number 5 is don't be attached to the outcome. So whether clients sign or not, it's not a big deal. It's a transaction. Like when a waitress brings coffee to someone at the restaurant, whether somebody wants it or not, it's not a big deal, and she's not going to take it personally, right? Same thing with our business. We need to have more of a business mindset where this is a transaction. Do they want it or not? Okay, they don't. Okay, not a big deal. Or they're not ready yet. Okay, or they need to save up for it first. Okay, no problem. So understanding that, like, we need to not be attached to the outcome, especially on discovery calls when we're talking to someone and telling them about our program and how we can help them. Whether they decide to say yes or not, it's completely out of our control. Completely out of our control. So we need to give them the power, their power, to be able to make a decision themselves and understand that they are self-led. They are responsible human beings. They are adults, and they can make a decision. And just honoring that and trusting that and knowing that. The other thing that comes along with not being attached to the outcome is really being able to hold the energy. So yes, you're like 100% committed to your business. Yes, you are all in, you're investing. You need to understand that not everyone is. So when you want to work with clients and they're not committed and they're not willing to invest, that's their problem, not yours. It is not your problem. Don't take it personally. It's nothing that you did wrong. It's because they're not being self-led. They're not taking radical responsibility for their lives. Thus, they're not committed to a better outcome, and they're not willing to invest for a better outcome. So we have to just understand that there are people out there who are not going to be as committed as us and not willing to invest like we are. So be happy regardless of the circumstance, right? So we can still have so much joy, so much happiness in what we're doing, even when people tell us no, even when we hear rejection, even when bad things happen. We can still find the joy in the journey, and that's so important. So number 6 is celebrate. Celebrate all the little wins along the way, keep the joy alive, and take care of you. I hope that this has helped you tremendously today. These are the things that when you master, you are going to have so much more emotional intelligence. You're going to have so much more success in your business, and you're going to be able to hold space for more people, more money, more clients when you are doing these things. So remember to take care of you. You are your number one priority in your business. When you are the best version of yourself, your business will be the best version it can be. Number 2 is honor the struggle. So remember that these trials, these struggles are here to make us better and to learn from. Number 3 is neutralize the ups and downs. So be okay with the rejection. Learn how to be okay with the ebb and the flow, with the momentum and the income rising and falling and going back and forth. This is normal as entrepreneurs. The faster you can recover from bad things, the more successful you will be. Remember that. And number 4 is keep your blinders on. It does not serve you to follow people who are triggering you and making you feel small. And you can also do work around this so that it doesn't affect you. So you can actually do the work, talk it out with a mentor, help them see, have them help you see a better way to think, a better way to approach these things when they happen. And next is don't be attached to the outcome, right? So hold the energy, understand that everyone is on a different playing field as far as commitment, investment. Don't be so attached to whether people sign up or not. And number 6 is celebrate. Celebrate your wins along the way. Like I said before, remember why you started. We're all here for a purpose, to serve a bigger mission than ourselves. So this business that you're building gets to be bigger than you. It gets to be something that creates an impact in this world that you cannot even comprehend. This is so much bigger than you. So let's take the ego out of it, take care of ourselves, keep our blinders on. Don't be attached to the outcome. Remember to celebrate everything. And then also really honoring the struggle and neutralizing our nervous system, really regulating it so that we can hold more and be better versions of ourselves. So that is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the masterclass today. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments any takeaways you have, any aha moments. What was your favorite part? What did you learn from this masterclass today? Comment below in the comments. I'm so excited to read these after, and let me know your thoughts, your feelings. I'm so excited to have had you here. I want to let you know about some things going on in my world right now. So as you know, my Elite High Ticket Academy is my signature program. This is a super comprehensive way to get your business started and growing. So whether you haven't started a coaching business or you're earning 5 to 10K months and not getting the clients that you want, this program is for you. This will teach you how to get high paying clients, how to build an online course or up level an online course, and all the social media attraction as well. This is small group coaching inside of the academy, and we have an incredible tribe. So if you are looking to grow to 10K months, if you want a solid business strategy and plan, if you want accountability and support along the way, if you want to learn all the legal business aspects of getting your business up and running, that is also inside of the academy. You'll have a clear structured plan, learn how to get consistent clients, so that you can be your own boss. You get to have time freedom, financial freedom, schedule freedom by starting your own coaching business. So comment the word academy for more details, or you can come to my inbox. And the second thing I have is our Elite Mastermind. So if you are a graduate of the academy or you are an established coach with paying clients, the Elite Mastermind is for you. This is where I talked about all of these things that will allow you to do the deep emotional intelligence work are when you're in close proximity with a mentor, someone who gets you, someone who has been there, who understands where you're at and where you need to go, helping you talk through it, helping you rise alongside other women who are doing incredible things in their businesses. That is the Elite Mastermind. So comment mastermind for info on that. And the last thing I have is I have one spot open for one-on-one private coaching with me. So I only take established coaches into my advanced level one-on-one coaching. So if you are just starting out or under 10K months, that will be the academy. You'll want to be a part of the academy. If you are signing clients consistently and you are either a graduate of the academy or you're an established coach with paying clients, then one-on-one private mentorship is for you. This is where you get my closest proximity. You get to rise. You're ready to play big. You're ready to invest big into your business and ready to make waves, ready to make it happen. So comment below private coaching if you want more info on that, or you can come to my inbox. So those are the 3 things I have right now. I will have a mini program coming in December. Next month, I'm going to Disney World, so I don't have a mini program next month. So right now, I have the Academy, our mastermind, and one-on-one coaching. Let me know how I can help with any questions. Just come to my inbox, and if you desire to work with me on a deeper level, being in closer proximity to me to really help you grow and rise in your coaching business, then just come to my inbox and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And yeah, so I hope that you learned a ton today from this masterclass. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I love all of you. So grateful for this community, so grateful for this vehicle of coaching. I'm so passionate about what I do. I absolutely love it. And I'm so grateful that you were able to be here with me today. So thank you for watching, and let me know how I can help in any way. Take care.